Imagine I told you about a brand new invention that could do your homework in seconds, write code faster than a pro, and answer every customer's question instantly. You'd probably think the world's bank account would be overflowing by now, right? Well, it's not. Even though we've been in a big bang of artificial intelligence since late 2022, the global scorecard tells a very different story. Today, I'm going to show you why the AI revolution feels like it's stalled, and the secret reason why it's actually about to explode. By the end of this video, you'll understand why we're currently compressing a powerful economic spring that's about to release. Look at the GDP, which is just a fancy scorecard for how much stuff a country actually makes. According to that scorecard, we're stuck in the same slow lane we've been in since 2005. So why's AI everywhere in the news, but nowhere in the numbers? If it's so smart, why aren't we all richer already? It's because we're living through what experts call a productivity paradox. To understand it, we have to look at a shape that explains almost every major invention in history, the J-curve. Imagine you just got a brand new, high-tech kitchen because you want to cook dinner faster. But on that first night, you can't find the spoons and you don't know how to turn on the smart oven. You end up spending 3 hours reading the manual instead of actually cooking. Your output, that's the dinner, actually takes longer than it did with your old, crappy stove. This dip in speed is exactly what we're seeing in the economy right now. It's the bottom of the letter J, and it's caused by something called intangible capital. Think of it as hidden homework. Companies aren't just plugging in AI, they're busy retraining workers and moving their best people away from their normal jobs to figure out how it all works. While they do this, the official score for the company goes down because they're spending money on stuff that isn't for sale yet. But just because the progress is invisible to national statistics, doesn't mean it isn't there. Look at software coders, for example. A massive study found that AI helps new workers finish tasks 34% faster. In fact, someone with only 2 months of experience can now work just as well as someone with 6 months of experience. That's unheard of. So why doesn't that show up in the math? There are 3 big reasons. First is pilot purgatory, where only about 6 to 9% of companies are actually using AI for real work while the rest are just trying it out. Second is the black hole. Sometimes AI saves a worker 2 hours, but they just spend that extra time in more meetings or answering more emails. And third is cleaning the room. A developer might write code 56% faster, but they're using that time to fix old, broken code that wasn't being touched before. Since they aren't making a new product to sell yet, the economy looks like it's standing still. But we're moving from a world of human in the loop to human on the loop. It's like moving from being a carpenter who uses the hammer yourself, to being an architect who watches the robots build the house. Just look at the banking company Klarna. Their AI assistant does the work of 853 humans and handles 80% of customer chats. Questions that used to take 15 minutes to answer now take only 2. IKEA did something even more interesting. They didn't fire their call center workers, they used AI to handle the boring questions and turned their humans into interior design advisors. Even law firms are getting a boost. AI can read thousands of pages of documents 20% more accurately and 30% cheaper than humans alone. We are currently in what historian Carlotta Perez calls the installation phase. It's full of hype, big spending on computer chips, and financial frenzy. It feels chaotic. But the turning point is happening right now. We're shifting from just chatting with AI to building agentic workflows, which is just a way of saying AI that actually gets stuff done. By the early 2030s, that J-curve is expected to hit its peak. We're looking at a permanent jump of up to 3.7% in the world's economic activity. The paradox isn't a sign of failure, it's a sign that we've finished the homework phase. When that spring finally releases, the way you work will be faster, smarter, and more creative than anything we've seen before.
Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this take, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe for more stories. We'll see you in the next one.